James Nicklaus walked off the course in Valdosta with a blunt reaction that captured the emotion of the moment. His run at PGA Tour Q-School ended not because of poor play, but because severe weather forced officials to wipe out the final round and revert scores to the 72-hole total. Nicklaus had surged into position to advance, only to learn that everything he accomplished during a brilliant stretch of golf would not count. His frustration was understandable, particularly after he fell just one shot short once the standings returned to the previous round. Only 2 second-stage sites were unable to complete the full schedule. In Valdosta, no group reached the clubhouse before storms halted play. Officials later determined that conditions would not allow competition to resume before sunset, and Q-School bylaws clearly prohibit extending the final round beyond the scheduled day, unless half the field has already finished. No players had completed 18 holes, which triggered an automatic cancellation of the round. Nicklaus acknowledged that the officials were in a difficult position. He emphasized that they were bound by rules they did not write, though he believes the policy should be revisited for future events. Before play stopped, Nicklaus was 4 under through 13 holes with nearly flawless execution. Several players alongside him had also climbed inside the cut line, including Gunnar Broyne and Jonathan Brightwell, who were gaining momentum with strong early rounds. Their efforts disappeared in an instant once the decision to revert scores was made. For Broyne, the setback was particularly painful because he was seeking conditional Korn Ferry Tour status, after finishing outside the top 130 in PGA Tour America's points. Brightwell, who has not held tour status since 2022, saw a valuable opportunity slip away as well. Nicklaus does at least retain a full Korn Ferry Tour card after qualifying for the championship earlier this fall. He entered Q-School's second stage hoping to earn a PGA Tour card at final stage, where only 5 are available. His disappointment centered on those who lacked that level of security and needed a strong finish to advance. Nicklaus described how competitive golfers work tirelessly to reach this point in their careers, only to have their fate determined by weather patterns and procedural restrictions. He accepted the outcome, but his message reflected the emotional toll such situations impose on players. The event still produced several success stories. Ryan Burnett earned medalist honors in Valdosta at 14 under, followed by Hunter Walcott and a group that included Doc Redman, Roger Sloan and Joey Garber. Across the 4 other sites, notable names such as Ryo Ishikawa, Fred Biondi, Norman Xiong, Ted Potter Jr., Jim Herman, Brandon Wu, Turk Pettit, Nick Gabrelkic, Luke Guthrie and Spencer Levin advanced to final stage. Several seasoned veterans and rising prospects were unable to move on, including Jimmy Walker, Nick Watney, Scott Piercy, Austin Cook, Sung Kong and Cole Hammer. Dylan Meyer's collapse in Dothan stood out after he followed a strong start with an 82 that knocked him far outside the cut. The end of second stage offered a mix of relief, heartbreak and anticipation. Nicklaus's reaction captured the unpredictability of Q-School, where careers can shift in seconds and where weather, rules and timing can be as consequential as the shots themselves.